and lovers of freedom, do not believe all you see on social media. Remember, crimes and dubious businessmen take advantage of any situation to progress their businesses. They are nefarious businesses. What is happening these days in our law in Imo State is beyond the Biafra agitation. Anyone can claim. As long as IPOB exists, we know what happens in Biafra land more than any other intelligence group. Since the rendition of Mazi Kanu, many people have refused or have used his name to commit many crimes, just as many others have used the name of ESN and IPOB leadership in committing many crimes against our people in Biafra land. Presently, what is happening in Olo these days is caused by some Omuaka Olo indigenes who brought their drug business down to their villages. They have gradually turned their towns into Colombia of Africa, where hard drug businesses have become the order of the day. There are 6 Olo indigenes who are returnees from South Africa. The only investment they could hard drugs. These guys own hotels in Owerri, and these hotels serve as distribution centers where other dealers operate from. Hope the mass government and the Nigerian security operatives know about this, and the majority of those behind these killings are because of their drug businesses. For your information, more than 10 factories producing dangerous hard drugs are in Omuaka Olo. They produce crystal meth, popularly called Mpurummiri, in commercial quantities. Drug enforcement agencies in Nigeria knows this, but covering such businesses when bribed is one of their code of conducts. Remember Abba Kyari, who operated in Imo State years back, the former police boss who later was detained because of his sting with drug business. Most of those Igbo social media billionaires around him are having the same sting on drug businesses. We are after all of them that have decided to destroy Biafra land with the hard drug businesses, and criminals operate under such cover. One question is, what are they defending in those villages in Olo? If one could ask, could it be they are defending Biafra boundaries in Olo, or are they defending their drug businesses production sites? This is a question that needs to be answered. So, what am I trying to say? You see, because of lack of civilization, that is primitivity, these people could be used to turn against their own people. That is betrayal. Do you know that? Do you know that during the Cold War, I know it's still happening today, you see some people being recruited by either CIA or KGB or vice versa because of their greed for money. Number one, lust for money. Or when your enemy see that, they will use it against you. That is treason. Because the person lacks civilization. You know, civilized people, they take collective interests more important than their personal interests. Because our collectivity outweighs our individualism. That is why I used to say in this hallowed platform, without we, there will be no me. How can I explain this more? How else can I explain this? These people that are producing this, they allow them. The Nigerian government, they know what they are doing. They allow the greed of some of our people. They use it as a weapon against our collective interest. Do you know what hard drugs do to people? Do to youths? They turn people into zombies. They turn people, it has very, very nefarious effects on the people. These few individuals out of their extreme greed and selfishness, they are collaborating with the Nigerian government in order to destroy our people. When some individuals set up commercial hard drug factories in their own villages, just to satisfy their extreme greed and selfishness, without caring about the community's lives being wasted on daily basis, what will you call such people? Calling them animals could be an insult to the animal family, animal kingdom, honestly. Because most animals protect their own communities. These people are uncivilized and primitive Homo sapiens. Because, primitive animals, they can eat their own. Dog eats dog. Are you hearing me? That is what we call these people. Primitive. And these are the people that, they will be living flamboyant lives, setting bad examples for youths in order to imitate them. Because that is the main source of our problem also. When these people are exhibiting extreme flamboyancy, spreading money, you don't even understand how they get it. Instead of exhibiting hard work, telling people to work, this is how to make money. Instead, they exhibit money. That is why crimes everywhere. Because people want to get miracle money, money through ritual. Egombute. No more. Look at Eba Boy in our land. Something that helped us, that took us as a race out of the messy situation Nigeria put us when they gave us 20 pounds. Look at it. Eba Boy. Is Eba Boy, did we learn Eba Boy from University of Wisconsin? No, I asked people. Oh, is Britain that brought us the knowledge of Eba Boy? This is part of our root, who we are. Indentured servitude is part of our culture. Do you see one of the reasons when I say go back to our roots? Many people that mock it or disdain it, I become personally annoyed because they are either ignorant or mischievous. Look at just a fraction of our culture that we applied as a people in difficulty. We went back to our roots. And today, it brought wealth to us. Just a fraction. Eba Boy, indentured servitude. It's part of our culture. Today, they are destroying it. Today, the societal, the bad society is trying to destroy our one part of our culture, because our people are no longer patient. Our youths are no longer patient. You know why? They see all this. Some of them are criminals that are exhibiting their ill-gotten money on the social media, and our youth, what they want to be like him. So they do anything. They no longer give example of na boyo 5 years or 6 years. Or look at they no, all those ones are gone. Eba Boy is just a fraction of some little fraction of our roots, which we applied, and we saw how we are seeing the positive result. It took us out of poverty, which Nigeria government blessed us, thinking that we shall be beggars after the civil war. Igbos shall be beggars all over Nigeria. We went back to our roots. I said no. We went back to our roots, and it worked. Now, why can't we go back to our roots also in other different ways? By cultivating what we eat, by producing things, by showcasing ourselves, how to make things happen, by promoting work. Why can't we go back to our roots in doing that, so that we progress? That is our own civilization. But we neglected it. Are you hearing me? Look at people came, they went, and what they learned from abroad is, destruction of lives by producing hard drugs, fabricating hard drugs. And they brought it back to their village. And they employ gangsters everywhere. Everywhere. Arm them. Giving percentages to Nigerian police and Nigerian military and Nigerian government. Because that is what Nigerian government wants. They want our people to be zombie. They want to destroy our race by any means. Therefore, when you see any of these people that is helping Nigeria, is look at him as a betrayer, not a billionaire, not a wedding man. No, he is a betrayer of our race. This is the difference between us and the Fulani. Fulani, when they see that you are a betrayer of their race in any way, they visit you. It doesn't matter who you are. They pay you visit. And that visitation will be your last. Others will cool. Do you see? Do you see the difference? Because you must remove the bad eggs. Otherwise, they will corrupt others. Our people, we now cultivate a strange culture of praising evil. What matters is the money. You see people writing, I tap from your blessing. This is where I become mad. I tap from your blessing. When you want to know, because you're now go and make money like him. Do you make money like him? Our land is going into abyss, if not for IPOB. Our land is heading towards abyss, promoting evil. Because the worst part of it is that we have enemies everywhere, and they are using you. If you become a willing tool, they promote you. They allow you. Now, do you remember how the CIA used imported drug and use it to deal with the black Americans? Maybe you know what I'm saying. Let me go back more. Do you remember the opium wars in China? The two opium wars by Britain. Britain was in 18th century. Two wars. They call it in history the opium wars. The opium wars by Britain. Are you hearing me? Yes. The opium wars. Yes. It was waged by Britain against China. Do you know how what started it? The first opium war was 1839 to 1842. It's not a long time. 1839 to 1842 between China and Britain. Are you hearing me? It was triggered by the Chinese government's campaign to enforce its prohibition of opium, which included destroying opium stocks owned by British merchants and the British East Indian Company, Britain. You know, I told you at the beginning that the more a people becomes brutal. Look, to gain power as a country, it's not an easy something. No? Every weapon must be used. The highest cruelty, the people that exhibited the highest cruelty in the world are the people on top. Europeans now. That's why they are now same Christianity. I don't know how to say it again. People that exhibited the highest form of cruelty in this world we are in. And they defended their religion. We are sometimes how do we understand this? How? Do you know that Britain, in order to subjugate China in the middle 19th century, they were not British government encouraging the importation of opium from India, from Afghanistan, from Asia, bringing it in order to destroy the Chinese population. Do you know that? It's a weapon of war. Anything can be used as a weapon against a people. Do you know that? Chinese dynasty, Chinese king started objecting. He started saying, they started getting reports that look, his people are being drug addicted. They sell the drugs almost next to nothing in the streets of China by Britain. Britain. These people use any type of weapon they could find. That is why our people don't understand the dynamics of this world. Look at some of our people, because of money, they bring drug factory in their own village. How Chinekele, what Britain used, and China objected. Saying no, stop bringing drug to our country. Our people, giving people drug free, almost free of charge. Youth started being drug addicts. Once you are a drug addict, you become nothing. You are a minus to the society, because he was your imbecile. Are you hearing me? An imbecile. Britain used it. And when China want them to stop, Britain said no, that they are making their cells importation. You let up Britain. You let the war, the first war. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You let the war. Now, Britain, because they are always trying to find a way in order to stoke up the problem, to defeat the economy. Once a country has a conquering tendency, they will never stop. It's like, that is what the Fulani, that is their way. Once they see a people that is so cheap to them, before God and man, they cannot stop. Until you raise equal and opposite reaction to what they are doing. You cannot stop it by begging. Yeah, I want to be Nigerian president. If Peter Obi tomorrow becomes Nigerian president, he is there as a figurehead. He can't do nothing, for goodness sake. I don't know. I don't know. How do we say this on Radio Biafra? They are outside now. So our people now tying a beacon. It will just be there as a figurehead, just to give you, our people sense of belonging, fake sense of belonging. That anything. But what happened during Jonathan time? What happened? In his village, did anything positive happen there? The answer is no. They are still drinking the same water they are pouring into till today. Britain used drug in order to destroy Chinese population. I say in this world, anything is allowed. As long the condition is, as long as you can get away with the consequences. You are not powerful until you exhibit it. When you compete and you claim you are powerful. You cannot be powerful for nothing. That is the rule of the world. Are you hearing me? That is the rule of the world. We are in a world of ikeketorie. The only difference is that it is not individual. It's a people, organized people that can be conquering, that can be conquerors. You must be organized, focused towards one direction in order to achieve your national objective. Otherwise, you can't do nothing. Is it the people that are having identity crisis? Some people are still, I'd be Chukwuemeka, but I'm not Igbo. Is it the people that we gather and say, oh yeah, let us fight for our, go and conquer others. Is it? No, no, no. This is a world of you conquer or be conquered. There is no neutral place. You rise up and become powerful, or, the more powerful bring you down. And as they have closed the big Cubana, Chief Priest Cubana shop in Lagos. He will be rattling. He will now go to Ozadema. Ozadema will follow back. He had go and beg the Lagos governor. Begging. Always begging. You are at the mercy of these people. Always begging. No rights, but privileges. They will give you privilege. Maybe after some time they will open it back. And he will shout, you see, after Ozadema is gone, another one day they will just close it and even bring it down. On 80. You see, now because I be, but that's why now always complaining. I know now, always complaining. Rise up and support and do something you will not. That is why I am saying here on this hallowed platform, you must support what we are doing. Must support ESN. You can make contact. IPOB added $1 million or €1 million. We are not begging for Babayalla. No. We are not beggars, Babayalla. No. Now, when you look at the money, the coins you are no more using, you throw it to. No, we are not. You can call us and give us anonymously $1 million, $500,000, 500,000 euro. Any Swiss franc, any amount to give us. And to pry I know as Nkata said. Not always complaining. It is high time we come equal to the task. If we continue complaining, the world does not listen to complain. For 39 good years of war, today they are free. The time came. America, the international community said no. Pressure rose on them. They did what they didn't want to do. They said, these people, they merit their freedom. Oh. They have been fighting, dying everywhere. So let us meditate. Let them have their country. Because as a black nation, you don't understand the type of racial hatred. Forget about diplomacy. They want Africans to be annihilated from this planet Earth so that they will take over what is under our soil. Don't you know that? So if we continue complaining, they are laughing. They will give us a say, don't worry, go and write more paper. Go and submit to United Nations. Don't worry, maybe. If you come out, they laugh. They look at you and laugh. They look at the Ashlog. The Germany. I was like, no man more here. Rise up and do something. Join what you are doing. Because whether you like it or not, accept it or not, IPOB is the face of our liberation. IPOB is leading what we are doing today. That is it. Are you hearing me? So, you must support what we are doing. Now, let me conclude by saying, Nigeria is using the extreme greed of most of our people as a very potent weapon against our race. They simply allow the greed to grow uncontrolled because they know that it is dog eating dog. So when they have a mini factory in Olo, who are they killing? Who are consuming it? Igbo people. When the owners come, the government will give them military escorts. They will carry heavy cars. They wear different types of regalia. They will be promoted so that they continue killing our race. That is a part of the war. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? As the Nigerian government has failed us, and nature abhors vacuum. You know, nature abhors vacuum. IPOB is here as a state actor in order to control the excesses of some of our people, which has been unleashed against us with the total support of the Nigerian government. IPOB shall never shy away from her responsibility of leading us towards the way to civilization. You know, there is a brother, Mazi, that called the other day. He brought about Rwandan president. No, we should be careful about that, this and that. I said, look, I don't know. Anyway, sometimes some of our people, it depends on the news you consume. You act like that. But I suggest that we make our own researches also. Stop consuming American news. American mainstream media. It makes you, when you come out to speak, people will laugh at you, honestly speaking. You start Fox News, anything you say, this is because I have found out these people, the most important weapon of this 21st century is the media. The West, they can use media to bring you down. They can use media to bring a government down. They will paint them the way the population will see them as that's why I don't, you see all this Western media. Maybe if I want to just listen to them for a fraction of minutes, or I just want them to, I want to know how they are reporting some issues. You know, let me say this. In order to build a nation, you need iron hand. Do you hear me well? Mostly, like in our land, you need iron hand, iron fist. That's why I don't blame Paul Kagame. Never. You see this democracy, you know, that's why our people, many of our people in America, they look at the world only through the vision of America. It's a fault also. I'm addressing our Biafrans. Stop looking at this world through American prism, through their vision. That is the way they see the world, the way they paint the world to you. Please. Try to balance equations with your brain. I am telling you. Do you see this so-called democracy? It can never work. The version of democracy they impose on us in Africa, in Nigeria, it can never work. Never. You know, let me tell you something. During the Cold War, America, CIA, KGB, that is a Soviet secret service. Each of them use blackmail and greed in order to lure, to buy opponents as agents, to betray their countries. Are you hearing me? When they go to Interior Ministry, when they go to maybe White House, they scavenge and get somebody that can be able to be given, furnishing them, that will betray them. It is either blackmail, they use blackmail, or the person's greed, personal greed, love for money. In America, in Russia, the same thing. Or disgruntled fellow. They know. But let me tell you, in Africa, in Nigeria, they don't even need any other person, because the president of Nigeria is their agent. They have no secrets. Every state secret in the table of the president of Nigeria, Nigerian president, he sent it to America. Because they don't need to even, so they don't need to start recruiting this person. The president, the Ishimini in Hanaka, that is the democracy. Because before they put him there, before he become the president, he signed, he is their agent. Do you see the difference? In other countries, they will scavenge for a high-level official or low-level official in order to recruit him or her anywhere. But in the case of Nigeria, the highest officer, the number one person in the country is their agent. So what do you think? That's why you see Fulani herdsmen are destroying everywhere, destroying farms. And revelation is being made by a specialist. Dr. Njemanze is not anyhow person. He's an authority in what he's saying. Nigerian government never said, let us investigate this. They never call for senatorial review or investigation by the Senate. Instead, that person that is where Njemanze point, they welcome him with red carpet. He meets Tinubu at will. Why so? Because of democracy. Before any person becomes president, he will sign. CIA will meet him. He will meet Downing Street. He will agree everything. He will sign the secret pact direct to be the agent. He has nothing to hide. That is how it is. So that is the democracy they put on us. That is why you see what happened in Mali, in Burkina Faso and Niger. It is a very big blow to them. Because they see, for them, they see a Neanderthal or some Neanderthals that are telling them no. For them, it never happened before. Since the resistance, since the African resistance against colonialism, they never see this before. And it baffles them. So, when you see any country that is trying to emerge from the grip of neocolonialism, it's not easy. Biafra, easy in order to run away from the grip of the West, because they have stationed their agents. Oh, people don't understand. I'm telling you. They are now waiting, because, the West, they prepare for 50 years coming, 100 years coming. Whereas you are planning for now, tomorrow, now. Nechi. Even Nechi yourself, Bible says you don't think about tomorrow. That tomorrow we think about himself. But Britain is planning for 100 years in time. So, they have manufactured the agents that are ready-made weapons. In case Biafra comes tomorrow, in case if it comes next year, in case if it is 5 years, in case if it is the next 10 years, they have planned everything. People that they will use to cause a problem everywhere. But we are equal to the task. We must set the pace. So, what am I trying to say? We must exhibit civilization, or the highest form of civilization, in order to earn our space in this planet Earth. For you that is listening to me, maybe you are not an IPOB member. Not everybody must be an IPOB member, but you are Biafran. You can simply make contact. I've been saying this. Make contact and say, please, connect them to the leadership. We shall simply do it. I want to actually forget about people that have used the name of IPOB. Now you think that no, so this thing. No. It is not how this is. We are whiter than white and whiter than snow. The leadership of this struggle. We are moving forward to restore our nation. So you have to support us. You have to support us. Because I used to see where anything that happened, people would say, hey, we are ESN then, we are APOB, oh no, and then I say, Anabaka cho, Anabaka elemata easy, Anabaka chihinata. We must continue in what we are doing. This is where I'm going to stop. But let me read this before I go into a few minutes break. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, there is no ESN commander called Caterpillar. Kindly disregard this order because it is not coming from ESN commander under this Twitter handle. Biafrans should be careful of those using the name of ESN to defraud our people and carrying out criminal activities. Caterpillar is not recognized by ESN command, and ESN has no dealing with him and is not an ESN operative. Please, let us understand this. Please. Well, you know, these are the things we are saying. So please, as you hear, there is nobody. Caterpillar is not part of ESN. Please, you know, let me tell you, people. I mean, a movement of this magnitude, there must be things like this coming in. There must be people of divergent interests, of selfish interests. It's just what I preached. Because many of our people are never civilized at all. What civilization is marked with? Organization. It is not about being good or, you know, being less brutal. No. But it is about collectivity. Are you hearing me? The Europeans, you see, they are polite. Individually, they are polite. But they are highly brutal in whatever they are doing. Their government is the most brutal. It's more than brutal in achieving their aim. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So, we must make sure, in order to continue in what we are doing, support ESN. Support ESN. I say it once again. Support ESN. IPOB is leading in our agitation, in our quest for liberation. What they are doing is trying to confuse people so that people will become just like, Mazi, what is happening? That is what they want you to be disillusioned. Are you hearing what I'm saying? To be disillusioned. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So that when you see even the real ESN, you will not excuse me. Yeah, as I was saying, the activities of Nigeria is to use differences of people to disillusion you so that you don't know. You become confused because our people are always very easily confused. Before you know, anything that will happen, let it happen. That's what they want you to, with the way they want you to behave, so that you continue being slaves. You hear what I'm saying? So let us be careful. I will go into a few minutes break because this is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling. Please, do not go away. I will be right back. Don't go away. I will be right back, please. Do not go away.